Hey, Composer Gloves here. Today we're going to be talking about imperfect authentic cadences. Now you remember I said they're a family of chords, or cadences. They're just a mom and a dad. That's a family. There's just two of them. So what is an imperfect authentic cadence? Well, it is any cadence that is not a perfect authentic cadence. That's what an imperfect authentic cadence are. You'll see them abbreviated PAC or IAC, and they're useful for getting something that's not so final. So I'm going to try and make this a shorter video than usual. So here's an example of one. So you'll notice that we are in the root position here, but here C is not in the root position, and the top tone of the melody is an E, not a C. So maybe this video won't be as short as I'm hoping. So you see, that does not sound final. Just not final. That's an imperfect authentic cadence of work, though. Because remember, an authentic cadence is a 5 or 7, or a 5/7 going into, or a 7th, and going into a 1. And that's all it takes to be an authentic cadence. To be a perfect authentic cadence, it must be a root position 5 going into a root position 1 with a melody that is on the tonic, which would be C. So here we are not fulfilling that requirement. So therefore it is now an imperfect authentic cadence. Great though for creating a moment of realization, and then we just move on. So here, let's give you another example. So here's E's up there. We can put the E down here. Now it's not in root position, but C's in the melody, so it's still not a perfect authentic cadence. So if we were to listen to this, I realize my notation looks a little funny, okay? Because you wouldn't do that. Wrongness, but yeah, I know. So that's still not a perfect authentic cadence. So if we wanted to make it perfect, so these are imperfect. So it's pretty much you just screw up the perfect thing. It's like you have that perfect family member and you just you trip them. You're the imperfect authentic cadence. I knew it. Knew you were trouble. So here we go. So we have G. We can leave this alone. That's fine. It conforms to the 5 rule that we have. This over here, though, we would need to make this a C. And now we would have a perfect authentic cadence. We're going to do this to make it a little more final. We can even add in a C. What the heck? We'll be extra academic. And now C, so that is, if you remember from the previous video, this is a perfect authentic cadence. So that's the difference. And you heard that they're very used for very different things. So as we get into melody writing, and one day when we do approach part writing and look at sort of the rules there, this is just serving as an introduction to cadences, like cadences 101. Like, forget all the other crap and rules and stuff and just focus on the fact that this is a G of a 5 going into a 1, and then that's on authentic cadence. So we could add a 7, we could do all sorts of things. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. To show you the sound, here it is, and I've got it hooked up to my pitch bend wheel so that the LFO resets. So here we go.